Hi there, this is Miriam from InboxAlly, and today we're going to talk about how to view DMARC reports or domain reports and how to analyze them. So InboxAlly has a great feature that after you've set up your SPF, you've set up your DKIM, you've set up your DMARC reporting, you can go into the app itself and look at the domain reports whenever you'd like. So let's go ahead and take a look at the tool itself. So here I am inside of the InboxAlly app on the dashboard, and here on the left hand side in the toolbar you can see something called domain reports. Here we have it, so I'll just click that to open it, and you've got your domain reports screen. So on the domain reports page, you've got two main things. You've got this big bar chart here that's called the summarized view, and you've got what we call the raw data. So here I'm on the summarized view page right now, and I can also click raw data, and I'll go into both separately. So let's take a deep dive into the summarized view part of the page first. You've got this big search section here, and you've also got this big bar chart. So the bar chart or the summarized view basically gives you a view of the last 30 days of reporting. So it goes by number of emails on the y-axis and dates on the x-axis. And what you see in these bars is different colors. So you've got the green color, which means fully compliant. You've got orange and yellow, which means SPF failed or DKIM failed. And you've got red, which means both SPF and DKIM failed. So if I go into one of these dates, for example, I go into February 4th and I hover over it. So just like any other reporting in the InboxAlly app, you'll see there will be a lot more information given once you hover over a specific date. So now that I'm hovering over February 4th, it shows me there's fully compliant emails that are 51 in number, 0 have failed SPF, 0 have failed DKIM. There's only one that failed both SPF and DKIM. And as you'll see with the rest of these emails, it's the same, that on these different dates, most of it is green, which is a great indicator that everything's working fine. 1 or 2 or 3 not working is really not an indication of anything going wrong. It's just like for other reasons, so just people setting up filters or automatic forwarding, that these things are detected as failed. Alright, so now let's take a look at the other part of the summarized view page. We've got our search. So here in the search, I'm going to search for a period that's not in the last 30 days. So I'm going to do this fortnight that was in December that I'm thinking about whether all the checks passed or not. So I can put start date, end date, and I can go through reporting like Google, GoDaddy, or Zoho, and I can check a country as well. So I'm just going to leave that and click search here. And here you've got another bar chart for that period, 1st to the 15th of December, and it's similar results here as well that I'm seeing. Most of them are fully compliant, just 1 or 2 saying that they failed, which is perfectly normal and not an issue. So I'm just going to click clear now, and now let's move on to raw data. Alright, so here we are in the raw data part of the domain reports page. And here, as you can see, we've got lots of columns and actual data in here. So you can actually go in and check a broadcast by date. You can see who it was reported by, what the source IP was, what the reverse DNS was, which country it looks to be coming from, and how many emails look to be from the same package. And what is the DKIM selector for that, and did the DKIM pass or fail? And what is the SPF domain for that, and did the SPF result pass or fail? So let's discuss one of these line items. So if I go by January 26th, okay, I can see that I got this on January 26th. It was sent out through Google. This was the IP address. This was the reverse DNS. The location was the US, the email account, the DKIM selector is given, and that it passed DKIM. And that also the SPF domain is here, and it also passed SPF. So 66 emails, they passed SPF and DKIM. So now let's take a look at one of the fails, right? So in the fails, you've got this one email. So first of all, the counts are just 1, and it failed DKIM and it failed SPF, and it shows you the SPF domain and the reverse DNS that it it had, and also what was the source IP. So that helps you backtrack. But really, again, with the raw data, as you can see, the email count is just 1, which basically the reasons that I gave you is probably the reason why it failed, and it's not really a big deal and shouldn't really cause any alarm. And that's it. That's how you view and analyze reports with DMARC reporting in InboxAlly. We hope you learned something. Feel free to check out our other videos on SPF, DKIM, and DMARC. And happy InboxAllying!